Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another live stream. We are going to be watching some more true scary horror animations. Today we got some Tinder horror animations. We got some OnlyFans horror animations. I didn't even know you can have a horror story about OnlyFans, but hey, we're going to check it out because that's what we do on the channel. We check stuff out. And then we're also going to be watching some two-sentence horror stories. Two-sentence horror stories. I gotta say, I really like those. Short, to the point, and really, really, really creepy. How are y'all doing today? Today's Saturday, right? I'm losing track of my days, man. But yo, what is up, man? If y'all weren't here on my last stream, bro, you missed out on a good time. I was doing a lot of story times about my personal life, and you missed out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm petrified of this dating app, Tinder. It provides the golden opportunity for stalking and harming people. Tinder just gives the creeps out there the easy way out, I believe.
I wouldn't
and
say
I have
that.
enough evidence to support my accusation.
All right, present your evidence.
My roommate, Tony, who is a naive and whimsical guy.
I can tell
he has a
big
good
old
heart,
doughy
and
eyes.
sometimes is too good for this world.
Damn.
Tony, Cameron, and I are the trio in our college good for this world. Tony, Cameron, and I
was about to say, I was like, is the person who's narrating this story the one who put himself in bed with a girl? You just had to make it out that you're the pimp lord of the group, but no, that's his other friend. This man Cameron, he up in bed with Mary Jane.
Are the trio in our college. Many addressed us as the Three Musketeers.
NHS, thanks for that dono. No, bro, just getting that back. That's what I'm talking
Cameron
about.
stayed in an apartment 2 blocks away from ours with his girlfriend Riley. Riley hosted many parties.
She looks like a
so
Riley.
On weekends, Tony and I used to chill out at their place. Tony was shy when it came to talking to girls, and all our friends often mocked him for it. One Saturday evening, we were watching a football game at Cameron's place. Riley was having a sleepover at his sister's house, so it was just the 3 of us. Cameron handed Tony a beer and said,
Riley's a boy?
Sister's house. So watching a football game at Cameron's place. Riley was having a sleepover at his sister's house, so it was just the 3 of us.
I'm guessing that was a typo, or maybe Riley's a boy. I don't know in today's world. I don't know anymore. I can't assume.
Cameron handed Tony a beer and said, Dude, you should try Tinder. I don't know. I chicken out in front of girls. That's why Tinder will be perfect for you. Talk to her as long as she doesn't ask you to meet her. At least you'll get laid for once.
This narrator black.
I too laughed hearing this. And within the next few hours,
this narrator
Cameron
black
forcefully installed Tinder on Tony's phone.
Y'all can hear his voice.
He made an account, and that's how this entire prank started. The entire night, we made fun of him and then drank ourselves to sleep.
How's that fun?
When I woke up.
These friends spent an entire night making fun of Tony, the guy with crippling social anxiety, and just drank away. That seems fun for y'all, not fun for Tony. This man Tony gets nervous around girls. Maybe y'all can help instead of just beating him down. But I guess that's how college friends are.
With a massive headache. Tony was passed out on the couch, and Cameron came out from the kitchen with a mug of hot coffee.
I never understood people who have ooze coming out of their mouth whenever they're sleeping.
Was too much. I did something last night, but you can't tell Tony. Promise me.
Over here busting nuts.
What did you do? I created a fake account and matched it with Tony's.
Oh,
now, when he will wake up, he will meet Sarah. We can have some fun for a while.
You want to relax, homie? Nice. Like,
you know how naive he is.
You're going this far to prank him.
Big mistake. Oh, come on. We will tell him later. Relax. Nothing will go wrong. After that,
that's why you're on a true story horror animated
fake Sarah account.
Because nothing went wrong.
Tony too couldn't believe his luck.
Look at his face. He is way too into the role, bro. Like, this is just like when Tyler Perry has to do a new Medea movie. He always be like, I mean, I guess if I have to. No, Tyler, you don't have to play Medea. No, I want to play Medea. He wants to be in that dress. He wants to get all sassy. He wants to be in this role of fake catfishing. Who gets pleasure from this? Cameron, I think that's his name. Yeah, Cameron, I think that's his name. You're a terrible friend, bro. You need to go and do something with your life. You're over here spending the better part of your days creating an account to fake message your best homie Tony from. There's better things to do.
We were sitting in the college canteen one afternoon when Cameron asked, "So, how is it going between you and Sarah?" "Can't tell. She texts me at random times and her profile picture doesn't show her face." "Who wants to see her face?" "Shut up, Cameron."
Why are you messaging someone you can't see their face? Okay, you're weird for that.
I think that will be too early. You guys just started talking.
This man's
and
wired. Look at his eyes.
Wait for her to ask you out. Really? What do you think, Matthew?
They all look baked.
I hesitated because now I will have to make up something too. Yeah, you should wait for her to make the move. Okay, if you guys say so. After this interaction in the cafeteria,
I hate waiting for girls to make the move.
I pulled Cameron aside in the hallway.
Because they rarely
Cameron,
make
what the hell are you doing? Just end this and tell Tony the truth. Jeez, you are getting on my nerves. Fine, I'll tell him tonight. I came home thinking, if Cameron doesn't tell Tony the truth tonight, then I will. I took a shower and heard Tony's phone beeping with messages. Damn, he is still pulling this weird shit out.
Right?
I then
like,
went out to pick up
what
our dinner
pleasure
from
do
the
you get from
Chinese
this,
place
Cameron?
nearby when Tony called me. "Hey, what is it?" Did you take the keys?" "No. Why?" "I have to go out. Sarah texted me that she wants to meet me at the city park. Now."
Acting a little weird.
"Oh, I see. I knew this was Cameron's showdown, so I went on with his prank."
Cameron, are you trying to lure your friend out in the open so you can... What are you trying to do with Tony, Cameron? Something about Cameron we don't know about. He's having way too much fun with this little prank of his. Like, nobody put you up to this. Well, I guess he did, but he didn't even want to go this far. You're the one who created this whole ass account. I don't like Camerons. Me and my homies hate Cameron. NHS, thank for that donation. Nah, bro, I'm sending goons his way. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you weird, Cameron. You have a whole girlfriend. Your girlfriend finna break up with you because you're too busy messaging Tony from a catfish account.
For one last time, I told Tony to leave the keys under the mattress. He thanked me and left to make a fool of himself. As soon as I got off the phone with Tony,
sorry, Tony.
I dialed Cameron to give him a final warning, but he didn't pick up my call.
Maybe it's not
Realizing he was
Cameron.
ignoring me.
Maybe
I
it's
called
not
his girlfriend,
Cameron.
Riley. As she answered, I couldn't hold myself anymore.
How you doing, baby girl Riley?
Please tell Cameron to stop this nonsense.
What you doing?
Why did he tell Tony to go to the city park? How long is he going to stretch this stupid prank?
Whoa, slow down, Matthew. What are you saying? Cameron didn't say anything like that to Tony.
You don't know? He is using a fake profile in Tinder to make fun of Tony. He just texted Tony. Please, just let me talk to him.
Maybe he really feeling Tony.
Cameron
Maybe he wants
can't text Tony or anyone because he just lost his phone while coming home. Someone stole his phone during his bus ride. That dumbass didn't even put a lock on his phone. He's gone to the police station to file a complaint. There's no way he can contact Tony. Wait, does that mean the person who has his phone?
Oh my God!
Tony's finna get set up. Oh my God!
And started to run in the direction of the park. It was 7:30 already, and I was very well aware how stranded the park gets after
Tony
dark.
out here hoarding in the
Whoever stole
park.
Cameron's phone is now trying to trap Tony using his fake Tinder account. I
He
tried
finna
calling
meet a
Tony
girl.
again and again, but my call was going straight to his voicemail. I prayed to God for his safety. I wasn't looking anywhere, just pushing people away from my way and running at full speed. Within 7 minutes, I reached the park gate. There was no one around. I started to look around in that huge deserted park. Tony! Tony, where are you? I was calling out to him, but I heard nothing back. I must have searched for a minute when I heard voices coming from a distance.
That's how you know he black, bro. He said, I must have searched for a minute. A minute, bro. That's black lingo. A minute never means 60 seconds to black people. It means forever. I'll catch you in a minute. That we haven't hung out in a minute, bro. Like, that doesn't mean we haven't hung out in 60 seconds. It means we haven't hung out in a while.
Slowly tiptoed to a bush.
You love black people,
I was
man.
calling out to him, but I heard nothing back. I must have searched for a minute when I heard voices coming from a distance. I slowly tiptoed to a bush and peeked in. What I saw made my heart skip a beat.
Ooh,
Tony was lying unconscious on the ground under a tree, and a man was lunged over him.
Oh my gosh! Yo, this is creepy as hell! This man has found himself some Tony booty tonight! Mission accomplished! Bro, what? Ew! You know who he looks like? You know who is Zach? I know, y'all know Zach. I'm gonna show y'all. He look. I'm finna show y'all in a bit. I'm typing right now. Hold on. Y'all can't tell me he don't look like this guy. Y'all can't tell me he does not look like this guy. Javier Bardem, I think that's his last name. Javier Bardem. This is an exact copy, bro. Look at that face. Look at the resemblance. Look at it. Look at it. He's out here. What are you doing out here, Javier? Javier, you're supposed to be in the movie. Go back. Who let you out? He was also,
There was a big scar on Tony's forehead, and a bloody rock was lying next to him. It seemed like this man hit him on the head unexpectedly.
There you go, Sherlock. Save your friend, man. Save your friend.
The man seemed very weird and freaky.
He's trying to suck his essence.
Staring at Tony's face with a hungry look.
Ooh! He got the slobber. He got the slobber. He's been waiting for this. Don't touch yourself. Please don't. Please don't.
At the first glance,
Ooh,
I thought
this
he
make me
was
uncomfortable,
planning
bro.
to rob my friend, but what he did next made me nauseous.
What are you about to do to him? Don't put your finger in his mouth. Oh my! This is nasty. This is gross.
He inserted his fingers inside his drooling mouth.
Yuck!
His sloppy saliva.
Yuck! What the hell? This man is going on. This man's going on into town on those fingers. Slobber all over his face. Mucus. Pus. Ectoplasm? What is that? Oh, he put his finger in his mouth and put it in his mouth. He's gross.
He didn't just stop there.
What'd he do next? What'd he do next? What are you gonna do?
He then shoved his spit-covered fingers inside my unconscious friend's mouth and started to enjoy every moment of it.
You can't tell Tony this ever happened. Ew! It's like snot all over that. He went so far back down his throat, he got the mucus that be in the back of your throat. Throat girls know what I'm talking about. Relax, Prince. Golden State, thank you for that donation. Prince Watch, aka edits Astronaut in the Ocean Marvel. Is that horror animation? If not, then not on this stream. This animation is really getting sensual. Like, are y'all trying to turn me on? Because it's not working. It's not. Maybe for some people out there.
His face clearly showed his sick intentions. It crowded his mind quite immediately.
Oh, he put the tongue out. He put the Cardi B tongue out. He said, ah. You know, that's Meg Thee Stallion. There's some hoes in this house. 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 Go ahead, Javier Bardem.
After gazing at my unconscious friend for a few seconds,
Natalie, thank you for subscribing.
Tony's shirt while whispering, "I can be your Sarah. I can give you all the love you'll ever need."
Are you gonna save your friend? He's just watching this whole thing happen. Are you gonna save Tony?
Fingers over Tony's bare chest.
This man is describing everything that's happening because he's just watching. Save your friend. Save Tony. He already got some mucus-covered, snot-covered fingers in his mouth. maybe you can save him from the slobbery kiss he's about to receive. But you're just watching this. What, are you making a vlog? You went out to the park to save him, right? Save him! He's right there!
I went close to kiss him on the lips. By now, I figured out that this man had no weapon. Without wasting any more time,
there you go.
I jumped at this man
Woo,
and
that's
pushed
what I'm
him away
talking
from
about.
my friend. Keep your filthy hands off my friend, you jerk.
Curb stomp this idiot.
The man couldn't keep his balance and
Hell
slipped
yeah.
on the rock, falling hard on his face. I heard his nose break as he hit the rocky ground.
That's what
He
you
started
deserve,
screaming
little-
in terrible
little
pain
punk.
while holding his bloody nose. His
Look
screams
like a
woke
damn
Tony up.
Neanderthal.
Also, a patrolling security guard came running toward
Thick ass
us.
brow
I
line.
explained to him everything, and he called the cops while keeping an eye on that man. What happened?
You got molested.
Where am I?
That's what
It's all
happened.
right. I'm here. Can you walk?
It's not funny, but like, damn,
I
bro.
think so. Why is my shirt unbuttoned?
Don't tell him. He's better off not
Who
knowing.
is this guy?
He's better
I'll tell
off
you
not
later.
knowing. Yeah.
For now, it's enough to know that this man deserves this. Let's go. The man sat quietly until the
Ugh.
cops came. His eyes were burning with anger, but he knew I was stronger than him.
Hell
I helped
yeah.
Tony to get up.
So I'm
and
talking
then
about
took him to the
Cameron
nearest
or
hospital.
whatever
Cameron
your
and
name
Riley
is.
came within some
Yeah, your name's
time
not Cameron.
after I called them and told them everything. Cameron apologized to Tony and was about to cry for doing this silly prank.
This is all your
I gave him
damn
his
fault,
phone back,
Cameron.
which I picked up from the ground when that
All your
creep
damn
slipped
fault.
and fell. I am just happy that I reached him in time
That's what I'm
before
talking
that man
about.
had done something more damaging to my friend.
Hell
Tony
yeah.
has become even more reserved now.
Oh,
I know it will take time to get out of
come
this trauma,
on.
but whenever he asks me what that man was doing after he passed out,
Don't tell
him he
him.
was trying to rob him and nothing else.
There you
I will
go.
never tell him what kind of sick and twisted thoughts that man had for Tony that night.
I 100% agree with you, bro. There is absolutely no reason to tell your friend what really happened. It will only traumatize him. It will only give him nightmares. It will only bring more issues. It's better just to tell him, yo, you got knocked out with a rock in the park and some dude was trying to rob you, but I had your back. It's still going to be somewhat traumatizing because you got knocked out and someone's trying to rob you and you could have been hurt even more. But you're not going to know someone stick their dirty ass, their dirty ass fingers in your mouth, then put it in their mouth, and then put it in your mouth. Oh my gosh. He said we're blood brothers now. My secrets are now yours.
Hey guys, I hope
I knew he was black.
you're enjoying the videos. Please consider
All right, story
this
number
is
2.
the shocking story of a girl named Grace Mullane, who disappeared on the day before
Hit
her
that
birthday.
subscribe button if you're new.
Grace was from Wickford, Essex. After graduating from the University of Lincoln with a bachelor's degree in advertising and marketing, she set out on a backpacking tour.
Seemed like you
It was a
graduated
long-needed
in
break, so she planned to make the most of it. She went to stay in New Zealand for 2
Not
weeks
getting paid
after
much.
spending 6 weeks in South America. Excited about turning 22, Grace was on
Woo!
cloud 9.
22 is
She
a good year
traveled
for
around
me.
the upper North Island and then
Nice.
arrived in Auckland on
Nice.
30th November. Being on her solo trip and having adventures in mind, she decided to go out and explore the place in her way.
I'm about to go on a solo
She
trip
was
too.
having a time of her life
Nice.
until she met a guy on Tinder named
Ooh.
Jesse Shane Kempson. They both matched and started to talk.
He put his full
Kempson
name on
asked
there.
her out quite immediately, and Grace was stunned to see how persuasive he was. The 27-year-old sent the first message on the dating app saying, "Hey Grace, how are you? Much planned for the weekend?" She responded after a couple of minutes.
Hey.
Okay, that's kind of a good sign. If the lady you talking to, like, you're never gonna know, but like if she's in her room on her bed with her feet up in the air, texting you back, that kind of means something, bro. That kind of mean like emotionally, she'll be there for you. She kind of feeling you. She kind of rocking with you. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't be doing the same thing. Whenever that significant other, that special person texts you, you get all happy. You be twirling your little toes in the air. Or am I the only one that does that? Did I just say too much about myself? Damn it.
I'm good, thanks. And it's my birthday tomorrow, but I have no plans.
Keen to know what Grace was up to in the evening,
This is hilarious. I literally just booked a flight and they're already changing it. What is up with these airlines? I just booked it and it's already changed? The flight ain't even for 2 months. What are y'all changing? Whatever.
He replied, "Oh shit, happy birthday for tomorrow. Much planned for this evening then?"
Haha, thank you. I haven't.
Kimpson then asked the backpacker if she wants a drink, and she replied,
Yeah, maybe.
She's always down to
"Maybe
drink.
yes."
Convince me.
That's my kind of
Seeing this,
girl.
Kimpson gave her a pretty weird reply saying,
Okay, don't be weird.
"Well,
Oh,
my shout." Grace didn't understand and asks what he is trying to say.
well, my
Kimpson
shout.
then clarifies that he would like to pay for the drinks, that signifying the outing will be his treat. Grace then asks Kimpson where they would go, and he says he knows a cool Mexican place up near Sky City that does great cocktails.
All right, so
Not being a
far,
fan of
it's
Mexican
okay,
food,
you know,
Grace
not too
replied,
creepy.
Okay, no to Mexican, but maybe to the cocktails.
Just a minute later, Kimpson
He
started
is
to
so
appear very
evil
pushy.
looking.
He said, "Okay, there's a few places up there that do great cocktails."
Bro, what are you plotting? What are you plotting? Do you see this man looking around? Ah, yes, she replied. She has fallen for my trap. Like, what is this date gonna turn into? He has to be one of those weird people who be tracking all these tourists who go to all these foreign countries. That way they can kidnap them and sell their organs on the black market. Is that a true story?
How about we meet at Sky City? Getting startled with this persuasive behavior, Grace politely asked.
But I haven't said yes yet.
Kimpson still kept pushing her for meeting up, saying, "You haven't said either."
He looks
So
like
what's it gonna
Turtle
take
from
to make this
Entourage.
happen then?
Hold on. I gotta say, tell it. I gotta be spot on my. They look like right now. Okay. I could be wrong. Let me try to find a bigger picture. Whatever, this is big enough. Oh, don't do this to me. Is this not this man? Is this not this man right here? Turtle from Entourage. Is this not this man right here, bro? Or am I just tripping? Turtle, what are you doing? What are you finna do to this sweet little lady?
Realizing his pushover nature might screw up the date, he promptly added how nice it would be to spend some time on the night before her birthday.
How do you know
then
her
told
birthday?
She only brought casual clothes with her, to which he
Oh,
said,
maybe she
"It's
told him."
fine." At almost 3 a.m.,
Paula, thank you for
Grace finally
subscribing.
agreed to the plan of meeting Kimpson and asked him to add her on Facebook. Kimpson got what he wanted, and Grace didn't realize what horrible nightmare was waiting for her on the night
Damn.
before her birthday.
Golly.
She had no idea that 8
Ooh.
months before, Kimpson
Ooh.
had brutally raped another British tourist.
Oh, I
In
knew
the
it.
CCTV camera footage, Kimpson can be seen waiting for Grace. Grace finally met him, and then they went to the mall.
Is this an actual true story? This is, yo, yo. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at like, I thought this was just clickbait. Like, you know how people put true horror stories in the title? This is an actual story. We are actually witnessing. Oh my gosh, this makes me feel a little different about the jokes that I'm cracking. I hope she's okay. Oh gosh.
To a pub, and the last few seconds of this footage, they were seen getting into his hostel to go to his room.
Whew,
Grace and
no,
Kimpson
no,
got into the
no.
elevator, and that was the last time Grace was seen alive.
Oh
What
my
happened next
gosh.
can only be described as grotesque, shocking, and terrifying.
This is actually really sad
Elaine's
now.
parents became concerned after she did not reply to the birthday wishes they sent
Ooh,
on the 2nd
no,
December
no.
2018. Grace, far from home, about to celebrate her 22nd birthday, had willingly gone to his hostel room. Until she entered the lift to his apartment, she appeared to have been enjoying her night. Hours earlier, she had messaged her friend during a Tinder date with the killer.
This is
Telling
actually
her-
real.
It would be the last communication she would have with the friends and family she had left behind in Britain, those who loved her so much. It was this one act that led police right to him. Soon after 9:30 p.m., the footage shows them leaving and heading to the lobby of the City Life Hotel.
Oh, you
where
better
they
catch
entered the
this
lift,
bastard.
The killer fumbling for it.
Why my man edge up crooked? Do you need me to bring out the protractor? Do you need me to bring out the protractor? Why my man hairline crooked? Why my man hairline crooked? Don't do him like that. Give him a fresh fade. Look at the size, man. Where his taper at? Where the taper? Give him the proper taper that he needs. All right.
Key card as they head towards room 308.
This man got no.
What exactly happened in that
taper.
room was not hard to guess after that.
Oh my God.
Being a psychopath and deranged-minded person, Kempson assaulted her and then strangled her to death. He also took 7 intimate photographs of Grace's dead body, including close-ups, manipulating the body to get the shots he wanted.
Please tell me they locked
The
this
following
dude up
morning,
and threw
with
away the
Grace
key.
still lying dead in room 308.
The
He texted
following
another woman
morning?
he had met on Tinder, trying to arrange a date for later that day.
Already on to the next.
Shortly after, he was again caught on CCTV buying a suitcase. And this is where the murder takes an even shocking turn.
Yeah,
Kempson bought a
this
suitcase
is shocking,
and put the
man.
victim's body inside to get rid of it later. The footage that was found from the CCTV camera is enough to make your skin crawl. Kempson is seen carrying it casually. People around him had no idea that inside that suitcase lies the dead body of a sweet, innocent girl who was murdered on the night before her birthday.
Just because she wanted to
Footage
be
shows
nice
him
and
going
hang
from
out
his
with some
room
guy.
to a leisure store to buy an identical suitcase.
This is
Then to
real.
a supermarket to buy some cleaning products.
Why are you
And
blurring
then-
him? Why are you blurring the bastard out? Why blur him out but not blur anybody else out? If you don't show me what he looks like, it's like a
To a
roasting.
car hire firm. He rented a red Toyota hatchback car and, as Grace lay dead in his hotel room, headed out in the afternoon to meet up with the other woman he had been texting
He's
earlier
so
in the day
chill with
at
it.
a bar in the trendy Auckland suburb of Ponsonby.
This is
In the
creepy as
meantime,
hell, man.
The police acquired all the CCTV footage and understood he is the one behind Grace's disappearance.
Imagine you just went on a
Even though
date
he
with
lied
this
at first to
dude
the police, but by the time of his second interview,
just to find out
he
he a
had no
murderer.
choice but to admit to killing Grace. He
Golly.
said that he choked her and had no remorse for the devilish acts he did to this poor girl. The jury
Blast him in the head
found him
then.
guilty. During his trial, he was described
That
as
bully
a
ain't gonna have
person
remorse when it goes
who
to your
made some of
skull,
the
bro.
women he met or communicated with on Tinder highly uncomfortable. It later emerged that he took another British tourist out on a Tinder date before bringing her back to his Auckland motel room, 8 months before he killed Grace. Kempson raped the tourist, then 21, while she lay on the bed crying and frozen with fear after she refused to have intercourse with him. She kept the attack secret until she recognized Kempson from the media coverage.
26 years old. 26-year-old man, bro. Like, I honestly do believe some people are just, I don't know. Do y'all, honestly, I want y'all to respond to this question. Do y'all honestly think some people are just born evil? Do y'all think that's possible? Or do you think it's a matter of like your environment and all that? Like, be honest with me, because sometimes, bro, whenever I hear the news of what somebody did, and they can have the perfect upbringing, like private school, private life, very, not very rich parents, but well-off parents, and then they end up doing something like this. So it just has me asking the question, can people be born evil? I think they can, bro. I think there's a switch in your brain that, like, I don't know, man, like a cog, a screw, a plug and an outlet that's not completely in. Something is not clicking, and it wasn't clicking since he was born.
The day he was charged with Grace's murder. For many months, his identity was protected by the justice process. in
Okay,
New
Adam
Zealand.
West.
But that was finally
R.I.P.
removed
Adam West.
when he lost an appeal against his conviction and sentenced for murdering Grace.
How much years he
He
get?
was jailed for 17 years.
That's
to run
it?
concurrently with the other 2 sentences of 11 years.
That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. I needed life or death. Life or death. That is the only acceptable outcome in a story like this. He lured targets. He preyed on them. This wasn't in the situation, oh, I killed somebody. No. He planned this out and he carried it out methodically with no remorse. And that's all he got? That's all he got? You gotta be kidding me, bruh. Life or death. Jail for life or blast his brains out. Easy. Man. Video man said, yeah, sadly, this story is true. Rest in peace, Grace. That is crazy. I didn't even know this story was true. I really thought this video was just like clickbait, just to capture the attention of the audience.
It was late night when I got an alert on my phone. I could not believe it. I had just matched on Tinder with the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen.
You woke up for
She
that.
was a 21-year-old blonde called Valerie. I didn't think much of it at the time.
Don't simp over
but I should have
Valerie.
suspected that something was up right from the get-go.
Oh, is she a man?
I'm not
is
what
Valerie
you usually
really
consider attractive. Not like the other guys on Tinder. I look normal.
I don't know a boy named
If I were
Valerie.
hanging out at a bar and I strike up a conversation with someone, I think I'd have a decent shot at any girl there. But on these dating apps,
Oh, brother.
it's all about the looks.
Did you just hear him?
If I were hanging out at a bar and I strike up a conversation with someone, I think I'd have a decent shot at any girl there.
Any girl there. That's a mighty bold statement. Any girl there, huh? Any girl there, huh? I'm gonna be honest with you. There is truth to his statement. When it comes to dating apps, you definitely gotta look good. Because people are not reading your bio like you think they're reading your bio. They're not reading your little questions or your answers, your little jokes. No, people are swiping so quick, they want to see a pretty looking face. Whether you're a boy, girl, they, them, him, shim, hem, them. They want to see somebody who looks good. People don't go on dating apps, for the most part, people don't go on dating apps to see what's inside you, to see the real you, to see what's inside that beautiful soul. No. They want somebody who looks good so they can get their back blown out or blow the back out.
But on these dating apps, it's all about the looks. And a decent 6 like me doesn't usually match with a glowing 10.
A 6 like you, wow.
When it's her making the first move.
You need more confidence, bro. I'm a
Hey,
10.
handsome.
I'm a 10,
Nice
bro.
pics.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm
replied
not a
immediately,
10.
surprised that she'd be the first to break the ice.
That's how you know that's a
Started talking.
catfish.
Turns out we were attending the same university. And even though she was a medical student, our schedules were pretty similar.
Ah.
After a few days of great, long conversations,
Okay, you be working
I
out?
finally went for it and asked her out for coffee.
Nice,
She
nice.
said yes, and we met that Friday after school.
So she is real.
I met Valerie in a
Oh,
bookshop
okay.
cafe near campus.
Wow, okay.
She looked as stunning as she did in her profile, and she was just as charming. It was summer, and she was wearing a nice sundress that nicely complemented her.
Hold on, is she
Yes,
BBW?
It was
No, she ain't BBW, but like, this is a pretty fire hourglass, like, figure. Her hips don't lie.
summer, and she was wearing a nice
She's
sundress
into nature.
that nicely complemented
See
her figure.
that necklace she has?
But what caught my attention mostly
Definitely
was the
into
strange
astrology.
necklace she wore. It had a strange circular symbol with small blue rocks embedded into it.
So
When
I'm
I
a
asked about it,
Capricorn.
She
so...
sort of dodged the question.
This old thing? It belonged to my grandmother, but I don't want to talk about it.
She looked nervous for a second.
Was
but
your
then
grandmother
she
in
went
a
back to her
coven?
usual charming self.
For witches?
We kept talking, having fun with stories about school, when I noticed a man
Oh.
at a far table staring at us.
Who the hell are
No.
you?
Staring at me.
They have
had a
the
strange
Sith
look.
Lord.
It was weird that I hadn't noticed him until then.
Wait. Who is the burn guy from Star Wars? Is it the Sith Lord or is it Darth Vader? Or is it both of them? I feel like an idiot. I've never seen Star Wars.
He was wearing all black, and I couldn't really tell from a distance. But it
And they have
looked
the
like
same
He
necklace.
was wearing a necklace, and
So
it
they're-
looked similar to Valerie's.
They are
He
wizards
had
and
had his
witches.
face scarfed, as if he'd been terribly burnt. And he really looked out of place in the cafe. When he realized I was staring at him, he looked down to his phone. But later, I caught him staring at me several times.
Y'all said he's
I was
Two-Faced,
kind of
Harvey
freaked out,
Dent.
so I decided to cut it short. I was feeling very strange.
Yeah, this
Valerie was nice, maybe too nice.
This is
and
a
this
trap.
other guy was really intimidating.
Yep, they were in the
So I
same
made an
necklace.
excuse and left. Before leaving the cafe,
You got her
Valerie gave
number.
me her Instagram and asked me to follow
Oh,
her.
you got her
So I
IG.
On my way home, I scrolled through her feed.
Like you
If
do.
I didn't know she was a medical student, I'd assume she was a supermodel by the looks of her feed.
Ooh, don't be
Many,
liking
many
on her
provocative
pictures.
pictures.
Oh,
And
don't
she
do
always
that.
looked great on all of them.
Nah,
Later,
she was
many
looking kind of
provocative
good.
pictures. And she always looked great on
She
all
was
of them.
looking kind of good, man.
Later
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
night, she texted me.
She kind of
Hey,
thick.
it was weird the way you left today. I hope I didn't do anything to upset you.
I replied that I was okay. I was just feeling a little strange and had to get out of there.
She gonna try
But
to
that
feed
she
you
was great,
spaghetti,
and
bro.
that I'd love to see
Don't
her
eat
again.
her spaghetti. Some of y'all know what that
Because
means.
I know it's kind of too soon for a second date, but a friend is playing a show with her band tonight, and I'm looking for a +1. Would you be interested?
Don't eat her
I
spaghetti,
could not
bro.
resist. I said yes and began putting together an outfit.
You're a simp.
I left that night.
You're a
and I saw
simp.
something strange outside of my apartment. A black SUV.
And
the
he's
man
back.
at the wheel was looking at me.
Oh, this
I
is
didn't
different.
get a good look at him.
This is a
It was
different
too
guy.
dark, and he pulled up the window when he caught me staring. I began walking to the bus stop. I could swear someone was following me.
You need to cut
I'd
this
hear
girl
steps
Valerie
behind me,
off, yo.
rushing suddenly,
This
only
isn't
to turn
worth it.
around and see no one there. I looked
This is
back
not
at my
worth
building,
it.
and the SUV had disappeared.
What was it?
But I
A
never
damn
heard
electric car?
I told myself I was imagining things. The bus
Damn
arrived,
Tesla?
and I got on. And that's when I realized that something terrible was going to happen. Valerie was standing there in the bus between the row of seats.
They're about to
I was shocked to
sacrifice
see
you.
That was a coincidence.
Oh
right?
no.
I turned and looked.
Oh,
The bus
you're
driver
done.
Was the guy. The same guy
His
from the
buttery
coffee shop,
ass teeth.
with his horribly scarred face and a terrible smile on his lips.
Ooh, you're done for, bro.
Valerie
You're done
said.
for.
I'm so glad you made it.
She has the whole coven in here, bro. She has the whole coven in here. You're done. GG, bro. You're done. Do y'all know what it means to not eat her spaghetti? Do y'all know what that means? Ooh! Don't eat her spaghetti! Charming Squad New Era, thank you for that donation. It's the owner of the fan server. Who's the new gen? What do you mean by that? Oh, I still gotta redo that Discord thing, but don't worry. This is definitely a cult witchcraft and wizardry. They're probably gonna sacrifice him, but y'all know what it means you don't eat her spaghetti? So essentially in some I forgot what it was, like pagan rituals? I don't know if it was pagan or it's some sort of ritualistic thing they did back in the day. Some do it now. But essentially, when someone says don't eat her spaghetti, girls, not all girls, but the girls who practice this practice think if they mix their time of the month blood in with your, whatever you're eating, essentially if you consume either their pubic hair or their time of the month blood, you will fall in love with them. So that's why it's don't eat her spaghetti, because she put the time of the month stuff in the tomato sauce. Ew! It's a real thing. Look it up. No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I didn't say that. Don't look it up.
She had
It's a real thing,
grin
though.
on her face. There were other people in the bus, all men, all wearing black, and with the same necklace she had around their necks. Suddenly, I felt the urge to run, to jump.
You can't
the bus
run.
was on the move, and someone was behind me.
You cannot run, bro.
One of them
Yep.
grabbed me, and Valerie walked up to me with a needle in her hand.
Oh, just start
She stabbed
swinging.
me with it, and everything went black. I woke up in a dark room. I could hear people chanting in some weird language in the distance.
They're trying to
The
sacrifice
room
you.
had
Yep.
wooden walls, and there was a carving of the same symbol in the necklace they
Yep.
all wore. I had been kidnapped by some strange cult. I had to get out of there.
And there's usually
I'm
not
not
surviving stories from that.
Valerie.
Oh, she
was
has a
wearing the dark
knife.
robe now, and her hair had strands of red wet with blood. She was holding a bloody knife too, as if she'd just killed someone.
Can you imagine your
mother
luck?
will be ready for you soon.
You match
She
with a
said
hot girl on
and walked
Tinder,
away, shutting the
and
door
she
behind
turns
her.
out to be in a cult.
I was trembling with fear.
I'll never
I
date
wouldn't let
again.
these psychos kill me just like that.
I'll never date
I
again.
explored the room carefully. It had no windows and it was almost empty. I inspected the wood on the walls. There were several boards placed vertically, one next to the other.
Kick him
I
in.
fiddled with them until I noticed one in particular was kind of flimsy.
Ooh.
I pulled on it gently, and I
Yeah,
was
this is
able
your
to pull
escape.
it back a little.
This is your
The wall
escape.
inside was hollow, and the space was just enough for me since I was so skinny. I managed to pull the plank all the way without breaking it, and I got inside the wall. Then I pulled the plank back in place. About 20 minutes
Okay,
later,
okay,
I heard the
maybe,
door open,
maybe.
and then shouted. A male voice said, "Where is he?" Valerie was also there.
He was right here, I swear.
"Spread out and find him.
Are they gonna leave the
Mother
door
would be
open?
angry if we let anyone go."
Mother.
The man said.
Of course
and
there's a
soon,
mother.
Everyone had abandoned the room, but I didn't hear the door close.
Woo!
I waited a minute. and
That just
exited
saved
the
your
room.
life.
As I suspected, the door was open, but I could hear people coming and going outside.
That's so scary,
I
man. You gotta
exited
be
the room and found
Assassin's
another
Creed
door
right now.
Down the hall. I got in, and I found it was some sort of storage room. There were robes and books there. I took a robe and disguised myself as
Camouflage,
one of them.
camouflage. I like that. I
also
like
saw
that.
There were several knives and other objects I could use to defend myself.
Grab a
So I
weapon.
took a small blade. It would work. I had used to defend.
So you see an axe. I wouldn't grab this what do you call this? A saw? I wouldn't grab this buzzsaw either. I would either grab the knife Oh, I'm definitely grabbing this battle axe right here. I'm definitely grabbing this battle axe, but you wanted to grab this box cutter. You wanted to grab the box cutter when you could have had the battle axe. In fact, I'm dual wielding. I'm battle axe in the right hand, knife in the left. I'm dual wielding. What the hell? I'm getting out of there alive. And you grab the box cutter, the weakest weapon here?
Defended myself. So I took a small blade. It worked. I had never hurt
He
anyone
grabbed
before,
that box cutter.
but I was decided to escape that place.
It looked like a stick of gum, ugly ass boy.
I had the knife hidden in my sleeve.
Okay, now
The
it looks
house
more like a
looked
knife.
Like an old manor. The kind you see in old-timey horror movies. And there was so much chaos around that nobody seemed to mind me. There were people in robes running up and down the hallways, so I tried to
Idiots.
imitate them, keeping my head low under the hood of my cloak and grasping the knife tight.
Shouldn't you
I
run too?
started
Like,
making my way down a huge staircase.
since they are, all of them are
I could see
running?
the front door of the house. I was about to escape when I heard a shout behind me. It was her.
Woo!
I turned around and there was an older lady behind Valerie.
Just run at this
I
point.
suppose that's the mother. But I had no time to find out. I rushed to the door and made it outside with
Y'all
what
would have
seemed to
saw
be
how
all
quick
members
I
of the
can
cult
run that
following
day.
me. I saw there were expensive cars.
I would have been
parked
fast
outside.
as fuck that day,
Some
boy.
of them looked like European models. These people, whoever they were, had money. There was a man smoking a cigarette next to one of the sports cars. The car's door was open. So I threatened him with the knife.
Hell yeah.
And he gave me the key.
Steal his car.
I got into the driver's seat and broke
Hell
through the
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I could hear the other cars behind me. But this thing was fast.
Rich people
So I
just be
quickly
bored
left.
with their money and do shit like
After
this.
all that happened, I moved back across the country. I decided to stay with some relatives for a while. I went to the cops, but they told me that when they went to the house, it looked like it had been abandoned years ago. I told them it couldn't be, because it was full of people, but they assured me that there was nothing wrong. To this day, part of me is always looking over my shoulder, hoping the cult never catches up to me.
If they got money,
I
bro,
know
they
I'm still out there.
probably know
All
where
I
you
know
live.
for certain is this. I'm never going anywhere near those damn apps ever again.
Woo! We call that PTSD. I got PTSD. That is such a crazy, crazy story, bro. Like, imagine getting on Tinder, matching with a girl, and like this is one of your first matches. She's hot as hell. Y'all kick it off and everything. Turns out she's an evil bitch coven witch. Like, what? What is the luck? What are the odds? What are the statistics? Quick math? Somebody answer that for me. What are the odds that the hot girl you meet on Tinder just wants to sacrifice you to her demon lord? What is going on, man? And then rich people always got to be doing something weird with their money. Like, this is just like Squid Games when spoiler alert, at the end, you know, they find out all the people are watching are rich as hell, and, you know, a lot of them are, you know, American. So this one is called 3 OnlyFans Horror Stories Animated. Thought this would be an interesting little twist for us as well. Let's get it. Or we could watch 3 Psycho. I like this one better. 3 Psycho Girl. Yeah. Because OnlyFans, there's only so many jokes I can crack about it before the internet will try to cancel me. Sex workers are real work too. Really?
After about a year of using the dating app Hinge,
No, it is, but...
pretty much worked through every girl on there. I'm not saying I had much success.
Okay, James Bond, did y'all hear him? He said after a year of using the dating app, I basically slept with all the girls in my
Pretty
area.
much worked through every girl on there.
Okay, Pimp
I'm not
Lord.
saying I had much success, but since my preferences were kind of narrow, there weren't all that many potential matches
Okay,
for me.
what do you like?
I'd check Hinge every so often to see if there were any new faces.
Oh, he
but
like big titties.
The vast majority were girls I'd seen before, having deleted their accounts before making new ones, and any actual new faces just didn't seem to do it for me. That's when Coraline appeared in my Discover section.
Coraline. Whole
Her
ass
name
horror
wasn't
movie on
actually
that.
Coraline, but since this story does get kind of personal, I'm gonna change some names to protect the innocent.
Okay.
Every so,
So she's
often, I'd
innocent.
see a girl on Hinge that'd provoke an audible wow from me. Coraline, or Coral for short, was one of them. At the risk of sounding a little ignorant,
She
when
looked
I
good.
first saw her,
She looked
I thought she
good.
might be like half Asian or something. But it turned out that she had some indigenous Mexican blood in her, and her grandma was from the native Nahuatl tribe. The point was, she had this unusual but undeniably attractive look about her, and with her dip-dyed shoulder-length hair, I found myself instantly captivated. But as I scrolled down, I saw one of her prompts said, "You should know, I was in a car
Mexico?
accident and I have some neurological disabilities and scarring as a result."
Ooh.
That kind of came out of left field for me, and I found
Yeah.
myself confronted with what I suppose is my own bias.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
I was so game to ask this girl out, but I honestly hesitated when I read the thing about her disabilities. And I mean, why?
Most will.
She's gorgeous, smart, obviously super active if half her pictures are in climbing and workout gear. And from what I could tell, the fact that she continued to date after an accident like that made her extremely brave from where I'm standing. I'm honestly not sure I'd have the same kind of balls to bounce back after something that nearly killed me. That was what swung it.
We don't have to talk
That
about your
and the
balls.
idea that passing on a girl I'd normally swoon over just because she had some deformities, I think that's a bit of a jerk move on my
It
end. I'm sure
depends
you'll
how
agree.
deformed it is.
So,
like, if
I
we're
sent her a
talking
message,
about
and I
she
did
don't
what
have
I
a
usually
nose,
do and just hope
that's
for
a
the
deal
best.
breaker for me. I like noses.
After a few days later, we match, and the fact that I was so elated about it told me how much it actually mattered to me that she had some differences. I was excited to talk to a charismatic, brave, and beautiful young woman whose attitude towards her own adversity was frankly inspiring for me. At
Elijah,
first, we
thank you so
talked
much
about
for
literature and
subscribing.
traveling, and by the time she used the word petrichor in a sentence,
What does that mean?
petrichor is the earthly scent produced when rain falls on dry soil,
Okay.
I was practically throwing my phone number at her. And luckily for me,
So
she
y'all
was
both
actually
geeks?
keen on continuing the conversation.
Oh, this is cute. This is cute.
Texting and voice notes soon progressed to organizing a first date, and we met for coffee and donuts one rainy afternoon, fixing all of the world's problems over the course of like a 3-hour conversation. I didn't even try to broach the subject of her accident. I figured that she'd talk about it if or when she was ready. But as she said, she had this policy of fail fast, and if I couldn't deal with her disabilities, there was no point pursuing
What
with
are her disabilities? She looks normal to
some of
me.
the scarring in her hairline and some of the scarring on her
okay.
shoulder too.
Got you.
The accident had left her unable to lift her left arm above her shoulder height, but perhaps the
that's
thing
terrible.
that had the biggest impact on her life was the night terrors. Coral mentioned how she'd gotten her panic attacks under control with therapy and medication,
Okay, that's
but
good
that
for you. Good for you,
residual
Coraline.
fear seemed to have just confided itself to the nighttime. She said it was one of the biggest things that held her back from getting back to dating after the accident, and she'd often worried she'd have an attack of night terrors after being intimate with somebody.
I thought something hilarious. Can you imagine? And yeah. Can you imagine Coraline straight throat go? Like, she know how to get it done. She know how to get her done. Like, I'm talking about straight throat go. And then she has like one of her panic attacks, one of her night terrors, while she's throat goating. Oh Lord! And then she clenches. Ah! That's exactly the scream I would let out when she clenches. That's one of my biggest fears. Clenching. Clenching. Oh Lord. And then apparently it doesn't just cut clean off. Like, you gotta chew it and like, yeah. So oh my gosh, that's so barbaric. I just need to know that, like, when we're being intimate, you're not gonna freak out or clench. Man, that has me thinking about some previous throat ghosts in the past, you know. And the worst of it be like when you don't talk to them anymore, you know. Now, I gotta sing this, man. Now I'm just somebody that she used to blow. Somebody she used to blow. Now I'm just somebody that she used to blow. Somebody she used to blow.
I I'll be honest.
It'd be so painful. Like, damn. Why did I cut her off?
I kind of worried about that too. Not so much
Now
because it
I'm
would
just
freak me out.
somebody that
I totally
she
get why
used
she had
to
nightmares after a
blow.
major car accident. But she was terrified of embarrassing herself, as she put
Somebody!
it. So,
okay, shut up.
I did something entirely against my instincts.
What did you
and
do?
waited like 2 months to try and seal the deal, so to speak.
Damn, 2 months?
I waited until I was entirely sure she was comfortable around me,
That's a
sleeping in the
little too
same
long
bed
for
and
me.
all that stuff, and only then did I invite her back to my place to
I usually
make
wait
the next move.
two days.
I promise I won't go into any unnecessary detail.
If even.
It was wonderful.
Okay.
And even with the scarring she hated so much, she was beautiful.
What, you put your finger
And
in
as
it?
we fell asleep in each other's arms, I started to wonder,
Everybody
what
had their
was I so
fetishes.
worried about in the first place? I wake up in the middle of the night, roll over to check my phone, and it's about 3 a.m.
It's about to happen.
It's perfectly quiet, so Coral hasn't had night terrors or whatever, so my
She
first
about
thought is like,
she about to turn into the bitch
she's
from the
tucking in
rings.
asleep. Awesome.
Walking backwards
I roll
towards
back
you.
to try and spoon Coral a little, and
And she's
finally,
gone!
there's no one there.
What? I'm out of there, man. I'm out of there, bro. She just woke up as a different personality. She's not Coraline no more, man. She's Carol. She's Carol now. She a whole new personality. The person that you went to bed with the previous night is not the person you're waking up with.
Just in the bathroom or whatever. I have an ensuite. But there's no lights
Hold on,
on.
let me read these.
no-
Sorry about this, guys. Montgomery Gator, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much for joining Starter Pack. And Cobra Kai fan, thank you so much for that donation. He said, hey, Prince, be sure to look up. She really needed our help, but it was too late. On Life of Luxury, it's really worth it. Yeah, his videos, they're more comedic. They're creepy, definitely, but I do see a lot of comedic, value from it more than horror.
Noise coming from it. I check the floor next to the side of the bed where she's tossed some of her clothes, and they're gone.
Just like
And
she
only
is.
then, in my half-sleep, half-drunken state, do I realize she's bailed while I was asleep. I mean, it hurt. I'd never had a girl get up and leave in the middle of the night like that, but
Me either.
before I even had time to process it, I heard the front door of my apartment rattling. So, little side note, I live in this really terrible Brooklyn apartment at the time.
Ooh, Brooklyn?
One where the door wouldn't stay shut unless you actually locked it from the inside.
Say no more, bro.
So, unlike other places,
Sorry for all my
where that
Brooklyn
kind of sound
residents
would
out there.
indicate someone was outside wanting to get in,
But I ain't trying to live
realized
in
that
Brooklyn.
It might well be Coral making noise as she's trying to get out. I didn't think she was having a night terror, or like some kind of episode. I have no idea what to make of anything, and I'm still half asleep and incredibly confused. So, it was with a fair amount of nerves and caution that I edged around my bedroom and into the main hallway to
Like,
see
she could
what was
still
going
be in
on
your
with that
apartment,
door.
bro.
And just like I'd deduced in the
Oh,
final
no.
moments before I left my bedroom,
What is she
it was indeed
doing?
Coral, trying to get out of my apartment, probably confused and scared as to why the door was locked. I was sure that I'd mentioned something about it to her and that my keys lived in a teeny little holder by the door that looked like a little cuckoo clock. You wouldn't know it could open unless someone tells you. But then again, coming back home a little tipsy after our meal might have meant it slipped my mind entirely.
Levi, thank you for becoming a member.
Coral? Are you okay? I
Coral,
asked
isn't
her.
that the kid from Walking Dead?
She just span around to face me,
Coral!
and it was only then that
Oh!
I realized that she had a corkscrew in her hand, and she's
Oh!
holding it almost like a pair of brass
The
knuckles,
ball's in her
with the
court.
screw emerging from between her fingers.
Big balls in her court. Big balls in her court.
She screams at me.
I knew it. What did I say? I said she has a whole different personality, bro. She is not going to remember you. She is not Coral. She is Carol. She Carol now. What's good, Carol? Nice to meet you. Sorry. Bro, if you do not run, I don't care how sexy you think she is. Once a girl threatens me with a screwdriver, I feel like that's reason enough to cut them off, without being a jerk. That's valid reason enough.
Why is the door locked? Let me out of here before I call the cops.
Oh, she thinks she's
I
being
realized
kidnapped.
right then that she was
Oh,
having some kind of episode.
she thinks
She'd
she's
had a
being
night terror,
kidnapped.
forgotten where she was or something, and now she was freaking out.
So if she forgot she slept
It
with
was scary,
you.
sure, but at least
Does
I
that
knew
mean you
what
took
was
advantage?
happening, and after having talked about it a little, I knew exactly what I had to do.
Questions that need answers?
Coraline, it's me. You came here after some food, we slept together. You're safe, I promise.
Bro, is your meat just out here swinging around? You
I
do not have clothes
like
on?
that, but you're free to leave if you want to. You need to calm down.
You just letting it hang free.
I tried to get it all out at once, all while staying calm enough to bring her down from the brink.
This man need to run, bro.
Before I kill you.
Bet! I'm opening the door. What's good?
Lunge
Door
at you with a
open.
corkscrew is intimidating. It really doesn't matter if they're 5'0", incredibly skinny, but have someone lunge at you with a corkscrew when you're completely naked?
Yeah.
That's real fear.
You're
let me
gonna
tell
get
you.
stabbed. Period.
Coraline? I started talking really, really slow. I can't open the door without the key. I need to get the key.
He needs to get the key first.
That's when she approaches even further and pushes the sharp point of the corkscrew into my neck.
What the
Not hard
hell?
enough to actually puncture my throat.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And a smidgen of force more, and I'd have been squirting blood like a Kill Bill henchman.
She ain't playing. She is not
There
playing.
came a moment when I was sure she was about to plunge that piece of cold steel into my neck.
Carol's
She took
about
this
this
sharp
business.
inhale and kind of flexed her arm. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But I remember my heart just pounding in my chest as I'm thinking the next thing I'd be doing would be
Shantae,
rushing
thank you
to
so much
call
for
911.
subscribing.
But right as she seems like she's about to stab me with a
Now
freaking
she's
corkscrew,
Coral again. She's Coral
she
again.
relents. And I can see this look enter her eyes as she sort of...
Christopher, thank you so
this
much
is
for
the best
becoming a
way I can
member.
describe it.
Thank you so much.
Wakes up. She sees the corkscrew at my neck and
Whew.
just drops it.
You ain't getting a call
Recoiling
back.
like she was horrified at what she was doing. She looks me dead in the eye and stammers out, I'm sorry,
You was definitely not getting this
No
call back.
speech
No
just
text back.
degenerated into
No
silent,
snap back.
gasping
No
tears.
DM back. I'm blocking you. I'm sorry.
My heart absolutely broke for her in that moment. The big thing she'd feared about getting back into dating,
Aww.
it had happened.
Like, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. I'm not over here trying to blame her. I'm just looking out for me, myself, and I, because if I ain't gonna do it, who's gonna do it? Certainly isn't Carol and her corkscrew screwdriver. Let's be real. Like, if this actually happened to you, you were this close to getting a screwdriver to the back of your throat on some Gawk 3000 action. How would y'all feel? You still gonna text that person back? Oh, no, I get it. You know, night terrors, you know, those darn buggers, like, they be annoying me too. Like, you can console them, you can hug them, you know, I'll kind of hug you from a distance, because I don't know when you're finna snap back into Carol, but for the most part, relationship done. Relationship's done, man. I've seen the darkness come out of you, and it can't go back in. I am now afraid to sleep around you, man. That's how army wives got to be feeling about their husband when they be coming back from the war with their night terrors. Get choked down in the middle of the night. Oh, that's sad, Prince. Don't joke about that.
And it was probably worse than either of us had imagined it would be. It was dawn by the time she calmed down, and as much as I insisted that she was free to leave,
Jack
I
Lopez,
wanted
thank you
her
for
to
that
stay.
$1 donation.
I wanted to be
forgot to
supportive.
announce it. Sorry.
I hated the idea of making her feel like I was mothering her or whatever, but at the same time, I just wanted to protect her and help her so bad. Not the healthiest inclination when it comes to relationships, but
Yeah, I mean,
it
I
is
guess,
what it is,
but
I suppose.
ooh,
I'd like to
I couldn't
give
get
you
over
some
that.
kind of super happy ending here too, but my relationship with Coral didn't last.
Yep.
She just didn't feel like she was quite ready to date yet, and rushing it had made her feel worse than ever.
Damn, that sucks.
sucked to
Because
hear.
like, it's not even
It
Coral's
sucked
fault.
hard. And as that dumb old cliche goes, if you love something,
Let it
let
go.
it go. I still think about her from time to time, and I hope she's doing much better than she was. And Coral, if by some small possibility you're reading this, and you recognize that this is about you,
You give
I love
amazing
you.
head. Oh wow,
and I forgive you.
you're more adult than
I
me.
have been divorced for
I
several
would have had to give her that shout out. Girl, you blew my mind. Man, bro. Now I'm just somebody that she used to blow. Somebody. The Magic Chief, thank you so much for that donation. He said, Prince, you're the best. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Laser Marco, thank you for subscribing. And Linton 40K, thank you for subscribing. All right, let's get into another one.
But not by choice. My now.
All right, let's run it back. No turbo.
I love you.
He said, "I love you."
I have
love
been
you,
divorced for
and I need
several
you.
years now.
We can do this
but
the
not
easy
by
way or the hard
choice.
way. Toss
My now
toss.
ex-wife Julia ended our marriage apparently out of the blue, citing claims of infidelity.
What?
There's
Did you
just
cheat?
one problem.
You didn't cheat.
I never cheated on her.
So she
In
cheated.
fact, I was positively in love with her.
She's
My
projecting.
affections for
She
her never
cheated.
dwindled in the least. I wasn't prone to spending a disproportionate amount of time at work or with friends, so I had given her no reason to think I was being unfaithful.
She's
Truthfully, she
projecting,
was
bro.
a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Clearly.
Unfortunately, it took a messy divorce for me to see her true colors. The divorce court judge believed her adultery allegations uncritically,
Ah.
giving her everything she needed to wreck me financially and leave me with nothing.
Ah. Why do courts do this, man? Why? I've never understood it. I've never understood it. I have never understood it. How a male can be financially ruined, devastated by a marriage? Huh? What? A marriage? Like, if you look it up, this is actual facts. I don't know if this is still true to the, it has to be because I damn read about this in like 2020. But the number one way, most richer people, not like super rich, it could be super rich, but the number one way, a lot of these athletes, celebrities, yada, 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 lose a lot of their wealth, divorce. Why? I don't understand it. Why is it that since I'm marrying you and we didn't work out, you are now entitled to financially ruin me and force me to move back in with my parents? In what world does that make sense? In what world? Okay, whatever. All I'm saying is, bro, get that prenup or just don't get married. It's different. In 2022, different world, man. This isn't the back in the day when you get married and have kids in your 20s. No. This is different, bro. Make sure you're really with the person you want to be with, bro. You don't want this to happen. Whatever.
I considered pursuing custody of our 2 children, but I dropped the case when she threatened to accuse me of child abuse and molestation.
And she would win it.
Once she made that threat, I knew I had no chance of winning.
This woman is
The
evil,
family
bro.
court judge would have believed her just as easily and unquestioningly
He would have.
as the divorce court judge.
She would have got the kiss.
So now I'm living in a 2-room apartment,
Daddy,
needing to work
touch
2
me.
jobs to make ends meet, thanks to alimony and child support payments.
And this is the more hilarious part to divorce. So like they already get that lump sum that you gotta pay them because they don't want to be married to you anymore. So I gotta pay you because you don't want to be married to me anymore. That's already 1. 2, child support. Child support I can understand, especially if you don't have custody and they're not living with you. You know that you're not racking up most of their expenses, so I can understand it. However, child support is very rigged, especially if you're way richer. But still, I can understand it. However, alimony, you want me to pay you monthly. So not only once when we got divorced, I gotta pay you. Now every single month is a reminder that I gotta pay this woman because she didn't want to be living with me anymore. What? You gotta pay her monthly because she didn't want to be married to you anymore. Can you imagine that? That's hilarious.
And I get to see my son and daughter
That's comedy.
every 3rd or 4th Saturday. And frankly,
Every 3rd or 4th Saturday, once a
unfortunate
month.
it's even that frequent.
Once a month.
She's interfered with my visitation rights multiple times with full backing of the courts.
Drake sees
And I
his
dare
son
not
more than
protest
this.
should she
Maybe.
try to play the molester card.
Sheesh.
Some months ago, she started allowing them to come over to my place every other weekend.
She got you in a checkmate.
That's when I began to notice some problems.
What's going
My
on?
son had a bruise and cut on his arm.
Ooh.
I asked him what happened, and he shrugged it off by saying that he got into a fight at school.
Ain't no fight. Ain't
The
no
next
fight.
time I saw them, my daughter also had a bruise, and she used the same excuse as my son. That's when I started to grow worried. Both of my kids getting into fights at school within a
Ain't
couple
no
of
fights
weeks
happening.
of each other. I mean, it's not impossible, but I never really bought it. Over the next few months, I began to notice other problems. Their clothing began to look worn and exceedingly dirty.
What is she doing with the child support?
Noticeably lost weight.
Oh my gosh.
This didn't make sense to me.
Oh my gosh.
My ex was getting more than enough money from me in terms of child support.
What are you spending?
There was no reason for my kids to be looking like this. I tried asking my son and daughter what was going on, but neither of them would say much. This raised some red flags. I couldn't afford a private investigator at that point, when fortunately a friend of mine who was far better off financially agreed to help me out.
Bet.
So I
That's
asked him
what
to
friends are
install
for,
a security camera for my apartment.
Hell yeah.
When I asked why, I told him
Godo, thank you for
tells
subscribing.
me I might be needing one soon. After a few weeks, the private detective met with me and my friend at my apartment, and the information he provided us was upsetting to say the least. He had numerous photographs of my ex meeting with shady characters in out-of-the-way places, purchasing drugs. In some of the photos, my ex was shown walking out of shopping malls with new shoes and very expensive clothing.
She a crackhead?
She had been using...
She a crackhead with taste. That has to be the worst one. She a whole ass Whitney Houston out here. R.I.P. Whitney Houston. A crackhead with taste. Because usually crackheads are like homeless and you know they'll suck your meat for some rocks. But a crackhead with taste? Oh Lord. You gotta get her Prada. Oh, she's running your bank dry. That lump sum you paid her in the divorce, the alimony, the child support, all of it is going to her wallet. She says, screw the kids. Screw the kids. I don't know.
Using my child support checks for anything but supporting our children.
Supreme said, I think she's trying to frame him.
The last two photos were taken from outside the house.
This woman is
and the
evil,
detective
bruh.
got clear shots of my ex with raised fists while my children were in a defensive position and sobbing.
So she be beating them.
So much for the claims that they were getting into fights at school. He told me
She be
one more
slapboxing them. She be telling them
that my ex might have spotted him at one point, or may have noticed him a little earlier and got suspicious. He couldn't say for sure.
Wait, say it again?
That my ex might have spotted him at one point, or may have noticed him a little earlier and got suspicious.
Okay, so she saw the detective,
He couldn't
maybe.
say for sure. Whatever the case, I had the dirt on this loathsome witch.
Woo, get your
I
revenge.
was going to expose her.
Get your revenge.
Later that same night, I was woken up by a persistent ringing on my doorbell. I stumbled to my front door and opened it up. It was my ex-wife.
Ooh.
She looked like she was ready to shoot lasers from her eyes. If looks could kill, I would have died from a heart attack on the spot.
Look, Lord, let me never marry such a bittersome woman like this. Let me never, ever in my life even have the displeasure of dating a woman so bittersome like her. This is just on other levels of of just a bitter woman who just wants everyone around her to suffer. Goodness gracious, it wasn't enough you already took all of his money, forced him to move into a smaller place, had him work 2 jobs. You gotta make him even more miserable now, abuse his kids? What is your end goal? What is the end game? Thanos? Damn!
If looks could kill, I would have died from a heart attack on the
Sparkle,
spot.
thank for that donation. I'm back after the
composure.
Minecraft story mode with money.
What
Go
the hell
ahead
do
and
you
throw me
want
some.
at this hour?
Go ahead and throw me some.
You hired someone to follow me, didn't you?
Sure
to
as hell
take
did.
pictures of me? Oh, so you saw him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I said, taking a measure of sadistic pleasure at making her realize she was screwed. What the hell did you do that for? I had my reasons. Whatever the case, I've got the goods on you.
Why I feel
Your
like
ass
she
is
about
going
to
to prison.
She
and
about
you'll
to cut
never
your
really
dick
see
off,
the kids
homie.
again, not if I have anything to say about it.
She's about
She
to cut your
stood
dick
there
off.
silent for a
She's
few
cutting
seconds,
it off.
her
It's about to be
rage
cut off.
seething.
Ooh, she's gonna cut it off.
I can't have them. Neither will you. Suddenly
I
she
knew
pulled a
it!
knife.
No!
I reacted a little too late.
Not my
and
dick!
She stabbed me in
No!
the shoulder.
Okay, just the
I
shoulder.
stumbled
Just the
back
shoulder.
into my apartment with her trying to plunge the knife deeper.
I thought
I
it was
shook
his
her
dick.
off, but she took a slashing motion
Pause, but
and
you
got
know.
me in the arm, leaving.
It's not like, like, come on. It's very sad for a man to watch another man. Like, I remember watching a TV show called The Boys, right? And they're having like some group therapy. Essentially, a regular human being was in a relationship with a superhero, because The Boys is about like if superheroes were real, but not all superheroes were like really great people. Some of them are like jerks and dicks and assholes and all that. So essentially, this regular human being hooked up with this one superhero girl, and she had the power to turn into ice. So while he was hooking up with her, when she climaxed, she turned to like sub-zero temperature, which essentially turned his schlong into like flash frozen, and then it just shattered. So he doesn't have it no more. That is so sad. If you don't have it no more, what are you? There are people out there who really don't have one anymore. Penile cancer, all that stuff. A crazy ex. There's many stories. A rabid dog. Well, I think that's the worst one. A rabid dog biting it off. Lord, just shoot me after that.
In an ugly gash, I grabbed my living room lamp and tossed it at her. It struck her in the head.
You need to do more than that,
she
bro.
was out cold.
You need to do more than that.
The
She's
police
trying to kill
arrived,
you.
And I told them everything.
Are they going to believe you?
My ex had regained consciousness by the time and tried to play the victim, saying that I was being rough with her and she only stabbed me in self-defense.
Of course.
I told the cops I had a security camera and it would prove my side of the story.
That's
I knew
what I'm
I had
talking
made
about.
the right call having it installed.
That
my
saved
ex
your
got
life.
a pretty hefty prison sentence, combining her illicit drug use, neglect, and physical abuse of the children,
Lock her
as well as her
stupid ass
attempted
up.
murder of me.
Lock her
She
out.
would be old
Ooh.
and grey by the time they let her out.
You ain't got to pay her no
I
more
couldn't
alimony.
immediately take in my children due to previous financial ruin, but the court agreed to grant me full custody once I got back on my feet. For now, my kids are staying with my parents, but when the time comes, I look forward to rebuilding my relationship.
That's what I'm
with
talking about. Such a bitter, evil woman. Ugh. All right, let's go ahead and watch some 2 Cents horror stories. 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 What? All right, The Sandman. No, I want an animation. I want to get spooked. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna be able to show this? Whatever. All right, this is part 2 to the one that we watched on the last live stream. So it should be creepy because the last one was very, very, very creepy. Very creepy indeed, bro. Monk or monkey or monkey, I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get it. Two Cents horror stories. I hope I don't get demonetized with this. Hopefully not. YouTube, y'all love me, right? What's the first one called? Is that Cyborg? Mr. X? Horror with Heidi? Where Heidi at? Heidi, where your mom's at? Heidi, where your mom's at? All right, focus. Number 1, numero uno. Y'all feel those chills running down your spine? What is that? That's a flagellum? You know what a flagellum is? I don't. Ooh, please don't show me anything. Thank you.
The sinner's punishment was to eternally rot in a well with an incurable, never-ending itch across his entire body.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh!
He was given nothing but a knife.
Well, yep, he's not gonna last down in that well for very long. An itch all over your body, and you have a knife to cure it with? You're cutting things. Oh my gosh. That's how you start off a 2 Cents horror story, though. That's how you start it off. Immediately to the gore. Sequels always have more gore in them. That's the formula to a sequel. More gore than the first. All right, number 2. Sequel. What's up,
How many
Tyrone?
times do I have to tell you? That's not my name, the boy whispered, as his reflection in the puddle stared angrily back at him.
That ain't your reflection, homie! Oh! 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 You should have ran while you could. You should have ran while you could, bro. Oh, now y'all are fused back together. And I don't think that was a good ending. None of these are good endings. How's that puddle looking now? Is it angrily looking back at you? Oh, he's in the puddle now. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. Thank you. I don't need that. Even you announcing the number 3 has to be spooky. I like that. Go get your jump scares. Let's get it. Ooh, that's maggots. I'm guessing you're a dead body. That's a lot of maggots just creating a home in your mouth. What went down here? A Mexican standoff? Or was it just a regular standoff? Why it gotta be Mexican? So ambiguous. What's going on?
The frail girl woke up next to her father, who hadn't moved for days.
Can we get out of this box now?
She asked.
Is she buried alive or something? Baby girl, your frail father is dead. You didn't see the worms coming out of his mouth? Honey.
Number 4.
Hate to break the news to you. He's gone. Move on. Alright, number 4. What's y'all's favorite number? 1 through 10. I'll take 5. I like me a smooth 5. Easily divisible. That's how everybody washing their hands now that COVID around, bro. You gotta wash them till they scabbing. That's how it was when it first came out. Everyone panicking.
By this point, I estimate you have approximately 309 seconds before you die of suffocation. After you expire, I will bring you back and see if we can make it to 310.
What is this? What is this BDSM? This feels like something you'll see in Outlast. This seems like an Outlast. I'm guessing that was adrenaline to wake him back up. This is a terrible fate. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just built different. Maybe I'm just built different. But there's no way in hell I'm just gonna let him do that right in front of me without stopping it, bro. Like, either I'm coming out of those zip ties, or I'm bringing the whole hospital bed with me and bonking him on the head. There is no way I'm going down without a fight, man. There's no way. You know, some people really are into that choking stuff. It's an actual thing.
Number 5.
Only. Here's my favorite number. Y'all say y'all like the number 10. Y'all like 4. 7 or 9. I like 7. I do like 7. 7 would be my second choice. I think my last choice would probably be 3. I hate 3. 3 is such a annoying ass number. Big ass Jesus chain. You a rapper or a priest? Ooh, what the hell planet is this? Are those arachnids? Those are some Men in Black type aliens. What is going on, bruh? The power of Christ compels you. What is he doing though? Maybe he's not on the side of Christ. What? So you just went cliff diving with that girl. Didn't give her the option or the choice. Would y'all rather get eaten by the monsters or go cliff diving? I'll take my chance. I'm telling you, I'm built different. I'm built different. I'm built different, man. Power of Christ would have compelled it when I said it. Or these fists would have compelled them. Shit.
It's so nice running through my hair. I wonder if this pit really is bottomless.
Oh, a bottomless pit? Ain't no way in hell it's bottomless. That'll defy all laws of physics. You're gonna hit the bottom soon, and you're gonna turn into Campbell's soup. Your brain is gonna turn into Campbell's soup, bro. You're gonna hit the bottom. Nothing is bottomless. Oh my gosh. At least you're gonna be hitting terminal velocity once you hit the bottom. Oh no, this seems bottomless. Okay, priest, this was your clever idea of jumping down the pit. Do you regret it now? Oh, what is that, a vagina? What did they just show me? It's a rainbow coochie. No, look, for real. It's a rainbow coochie. I've never seen one in the wild before. I've only read about them. I'm blue, it's back! Man, I knew it was gonna be back. She in the Matrix now, huh? I saw those zeros and ones. The rainbow coochie, bro, you can't avoid it! There's more! It has brothers and sisters. It has friends. Rainbow coochie. Bruh. Y'all can't tell me it don't. Alright, y'all see the lips and the pubic hair? Alright. Relax, Prince. Don't tell me you're gonna fall into one of them. Oh, it's gonna swallow you up. Oh, it's gonna swallow you up. Usually it's the other way around. Oh. Oh, don't look at it directly. It's like the sun during a solar eclipse. Don't look at it directly. No, that's really what you're supposed to do when it comes to a rainbow coochie. You never look at it directly. You won't look at the sun directly, would you? Don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me, don't jump scare me. Don't do that. All right, we made it through to the end. We survived. The Milo channel, thank you so much for becoming a member, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, everybody who came out to this live stream. I hope it was funny for you. Yeah, I literally just got back from the gym and hopped on this live stream. So that's why I look like messy as hell right now. I know I do. I don't look as crisp as I usually do, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm so cool. But hope you guys laughed at some of these jokes. Hope you guys enjoyed this true story, scary horror animation live reaction. I honestly do enjoy all these live reactions that I do for y'all. So, you know, just let me know whatever topics y'all want me to check out next. I will check them out. Do not forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you have been watching the channel for a while and you're not subscribed yet, it takes less than a second to hit that button, turn on those post notifications. So hit me with that subscribe. I'm about to tweet out the poll on my Twitter at Prince of Hawkham. It's right there, of what video game series on the channel that we started already that we're gonna finish up. So I think the choices are between like Undertale, South Park Stick of Truth, Red Dead Redemption 2, and then I'm not gonna put Cuphead because Cuphead I'm gonna finish on my own time. I can't beat Cuphead in a week. I will rage out too much and I will slam and break my computer. But there's definitely another game on this channel that I've started and I never completed. So I'll make a poll on my Twitter. Make sure you follow it. It's right there. Same as my Instagram, at Prince of Hawkham. So it'll be between Undertale, Red Dead Redemption 2, South Park Stick of Truth, and then another fourth entry that I'll figure out by the time I tweet it. Tweet is going out tonight, probably in like 30 minutes to an hour, probably longer, probably shorter. So make sure you go vote on it. That way I know what game y'all want to see me beat first. Don't worry, I'm gonna beat them all or try to, but the one that y'all vote for and the one that wins will be the one I beat within like, what, 2 weeks. I'll beat it in 2 weeks. But like I said, thank you so much to everybody who came out to this live stream. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new, or if you're not new and you're just not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Your boy's trying to hit 1 million. But without further ado, my name is Prince of Hawkham. How do I end the video off? How do I end the video off? Let me know down in the comment section on this live chat right now. How do I end my videos off all the time? I say my name is Prince of Hawkham. Y'all know that already. The music cut out the perfect moment. No, but stay charmed, my friends.